the concept of navigation and how you put that together, I think would be really helpful for all of us.
Let me bring in another analogy, because I like to use analogies to show a point. You can take an airplane, as I have, from New York City to Los Angeles, California. Now think about that. We all have done it. Now, there's some people who need help to get on the airplane. Sometimes it's a wheelchair, and they take the time to put those people on the plane and get them seated when that happens. So in flying an airplane, you have to navigate the person, particularly who needs special help to get on the plane. The plane represents the healthcare system in this analogy. People need to get special help to get onto the plane. But here's the issue. People need help to get on the plane, perhaps, get them on the plane. Now, they're all taken care of during the flight. And the big point is, whether you're first class or coach, the plane lands at the same time for all of you.
Yes.
It lands at the same time. I mean, you might be treated a little different on the plane. Okay, that's life. Let's make sure the plane lands on time for everyone. And that's part of access to care, timeliness of care, and support for people who need special help. That's my analogy for patient navigation.
I do think you're right. The navigation is really, trying to mitigate the issues of those things we have to overcome. But the navigation gets us to the same point. Your point about getting everyone to the same point, maybe different manners, but getting us to the same point is as true as it was in the 90s. It's as true now as it was back then. If you had any advice for us who are thinking about moving navigation forward, what would that be?
Okay. Navigation is catching on certainly around the country and around the world. And I think that the challenge is that the healthcare system is a fee-for-service system. And we have to solve the problem of how to support navigation. The critical problem is navigation is not that people don't understand that it works, but the critical problem is, how do you pay for it?
Yes, sir.
How do you pay for it? And so I would leave that thought with you. And I would also leave another thought with you, and that is, this navigation concept came out of my wish to help the people in my community. I wasn't trying to create a national program. I'm trying to help the people in my community. But it turned out, it seemed like it was the right thing to do, so it became universal. So somehow you have to work to solve the issue of the healthcare system as it is, fee-for-service system, how it's being paid for. How can you integrate that human aspect, the
Yes.
humanitarian aspect, into the system?
Yes.
And it seems to me, with the power that you have, where you are, and with your understanding and concern, your next step should be to try to integrate navigation with the healthcare system. And you can make the point, because if you don't pay for this in the beginning, you pay for it in the end. I mean, America.
Listen, this has been wonderful. As always, you remain an inspiration and a role model for me. You know that every time I see you, man, I'm going to say the same thing, because you have been. I was just going to, with the 1 or 2 minutes we have left, I was going to actually turn this back over to Dr. Emmanuel Taylor for any closing comments.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wayne. Again, I'm not literally sitting between the two of you. I feel like I'm between two ends in the bookshelf, in the middle. You are two of similar people, of concern, of looking how to incorporate the community. And Dr. Wynn, you always say the center is in the community and the community is in the center.
Thank you again for your time, Dr. Freeman. Thanks, Dr. Taylor, for putting this together. And I want to just say, with the Alliance, thank you all for being here. And it sounds as if we have had our plan of action, and that's to get it done. So with that, I'll just say thank you. And we look forward to the next discussion. And Dr. Freeman, you have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a pleasure and honor. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.